Okay, today's football video is... I don't really know how to describe this. I don't know. I want to do this, but at the same time, I don't, because I think it's going to piss me off, man. I told you guys, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, my favorite two players in the NFL, regardless of the position. I fuck with those dudes heavy, so we have to watch this video. Only one of you guys tweeted it to me, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh shit, we got to do this, so... let's see what they got to say. Is Aaron Rodgers no longer in the league?
There's no explanation for him playing any worse. People are trying to figure it out. He's a bleeping head case. He knows he's doing the wrong thing, and he's so arrogant and so prideful that he thinks he can separate himself from his personal life, from his professional life, even though all of us know that is impossible. Donovan?
Oh, no.
You know,
is Rodgers the problem for this team?
Is he the problem? No. The defense is the problem, and the offensive play calling is the problem. What we've seen as far as the production is concerned, you look at the numbers. Aaron Rodgers has played fairly well. Now, when you watch from the eye test, yeah, he's off, meaning he's missing receivers. You know, little checks and things of that nature. He's off due to just decision making. Now, off the field, yeah, we knew about the spat between he and his brother, because his brother ended up doing, I think, The Bachelor, and his name was brought up a couple times on the show. Nobody wants to be a part of that whole deal.
And this shit's already not synced?
I think that was his assistant or so that he fired.
Hopefully I can find a better
whatever
version.
reason it may have been. Yeah, he had some issues with it. I know ᴛᴏɪᴜᴛᴜ. I've talked to him many times about what's going on in Green Bay. And it's not the first time that I've heard that Aaron Rodgers was that way. But I've also heard that about other quarterbacks in the league as well. So it's nothing new to me. When I look at them as a football team, everyone talks about McCarthy. And I said that
long as Stephen A.
a little bit on our show.
Is still an Aaron Rodgers fan.
I think Don Capers gets fired, the defensive coordinator, before they decide to part ways with McCarthy. This defense has been awful. I mean, I know that they've had injuries in the secondary, but there's no reason Clay Matthews should be looking this bad. Julius Peppers is about 35, 36 years old. He looks a little slow, but he looks as their best defensive player out there. And why is that? Maybe it's because of the play calling. They're not blitzing enough. They're putting their corners out on the island. Now you look at that game last night, and you're giving up on 3rd and 1, second and 5, and you're giving up deep balls to Crowder and Garcon and Deshaun Jackson. That has nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was putting him in position to come back.
That's true.
If Cook didn't drop that ball after the fumble with Norman, we would be talking about what a great comeback that was, and possibly saying what's wrong with the Redskins, because their defense at times gives up too much. So I just think for Aaron Rodgers, on a personal issue, yeah, it could be weighing on him a little bit, not about his brother, but maybe about the situation that he has in front of him at this particular point with his fiance.
Let me chime in here and let me say this.
Thank you, Stephen A. Come on, talk to
First of all, the problem's not Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Yes.
The problem's Ted Thompson, personnel that you got in terms of the depth chart. Right. It's definitely Dom Capers. Mike McCarthy should have never had play calling duties taken away from him. He got it back this year. There are times where it's not obviously ideal, but for the most part, he does a good job with the play calling. Aaron Rodgers had a 115 quarterback rating last night. He didn't play shabby. It's just that Kirk Cousins played better because he was going up against that horrific secondary. I want to throw 3 names out here because I think it's important to point these names out. Quentin Rollins, Ladarius Gunter, and Micah Hyde. My brothers. Y'all should be so ashamed of yourself. It was bad. I mean, they were horrible. I could not. I was like, damn, they wearing NFL uniform. I know they're not starters, but my God, Crowder and then Crowder again, and then Garcon. I'm sorry, Crowder, then Garcon, and then Crowder again. This is unbelievably embarrassing. I mean, Kirk Cousins it was like just throwing. It was 7-on-7. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable how bad it is. So we know that Green Bay's defense is the problem because they're horrendous. There is no question about it. And Mike McCarthy has to assist Ted Thompson and other guys in getting that fixed. But here's the important point to mention as far as I'm concerned, as it pertains to this segment. ᴛᴏɪᴜᴜᴜ is wrong. That person who gave the anonymous quote
guys, I had to scratch my eyes.
You don't talk about somebody's family. None of us, everybody here got problems with brothers and sisters from time. I know I do. Okay, trust me, I do. All right. The point is, it ain't everybody's business.
Right.
And the fact that, listen, I don't give a damn what Aaron Rodgers is going through. You don't have any business as a contemporary, as a player, as a colleague, to be sitting up there, Max, and talking about how, well, you know what, you think he could separate the personal from the professional. Yes, you can. You can have problems at home and still show up to work and perform.
Some people can compartmentalize, some can't.
That's fine, but Aaron Rodgers, we've seen no evidence. According to his brother, these are things that have been happening, and his brother, by the way, had no business talking about his business either, but that's a different subject. The point that I'm trying to make to you is that, having said all of that, Aaron Rodgers' history as a quarterback shows he has the capability to go out there and perform. You don't bring up his personal family business to talk about his performance on the field. I think that's crossing the line.
I wanted to address that. Jermichael Finley is, yes, you shouldn't have brought up his family. I agree.
Right.
If you're an NFL player, as Donovan McNabb knows, when you add the practice squad and you add the coaching staff and everything, you're dealing with over 100 people on every season that you're interacting with and can watch you in some capacity, and there's turnover every season. Once you've been in the league 8-10 years, there are hundreds and hundreds of people who have some kind of knowledge of you, and the chances are a couple of them aren't going to be crazy about you, almost no matter who you are, particularly if you are a little standoffish or arrogant. So I know where there's smoke. And maybe something here applies to Aaron Rodgers. I'm not dismissing it out of hand, but he shouldn't have brought up his family. And I think just statistically speaking, it's likely you're going to find someone like Jermichael Finley to talk out the side of their mouth about you almost no matter who you are. So that's one. Two, it's not Aaron Rodgers. It's the defense and the running game, really. They really don't have a running game.
So none of them think it's Aaron Rodgers. Okay, cool.
Sometimes I think you'll go over.
We're good. No, we're good.
Not in this case. I think your outrage, your indignation is justified about this. That defense is not an NFL caliber defense. I forgot who was it, Collinsworth, who brought it up on the air the other day that that their best defender turns the other offensive player into like a Pro Bowl player.
Oh, they named about 4 of them. Well, quarterbacks had a plus 100
It's
QB rating.
unbelievable how bad the defense is now. Is that coaching? Well, yeah, first of all, coaches got to put you in a position to succeed, and they're not doing that, and then players have to execute, and they're not doing that. This is what I want to bring up about Aaron Rodgers, okay? He is not what he was before the beginning of last season. Last season, or almost a little more than a season and a half, he's just been an elite quarterback, not the best player in football. But I want to point something out. This is where quarterbacks take the blame and the credit for team success. Eli Manning, 5-0 in his last 5 games, and I think we can all agree he's playing a good quarterback. I'm not saying he's playing MVP level, but he's a good quarterback. 5-0, Aaron Rodgers 0-4, and the sky is falling, right? Over that time, touchdowns to interceptions. Both have 12 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers has thrown 3 interceptions. Eli Manning has thrown 6. Completion percentage, Aaron Rodgers 64%, Eli Manning 63. QBR, Aaron Rodgers 74, which is elite. Eli Manning 68. The difference is Aaron Rodgers has been sacked 13 times, and he's much more mobile than Eli, obviously. Eli's been sacked 3 times over that time. So basically, Aaron Rodgers, in spite of playing on a much worse team at the moment, is doing a little better than Eli Manning, who's 5-0, and everyone would acknowledge is playing a good quarterback.
People don't think of Eli as the same level, so they look at that as a knock.
Yeah.
I know.
I was wondering why you even brought Eli Manning.
Because Eli is an excellent quarterback.
Okay.
He's not?
No.
How many Super Bowl MVPs you got?
Super Bowls?
Why? It's only the most
important thing. If you don't make the Super Bowl, does he make the playoffs?
Damn, he said how many Super Bowl MVPs you got?
Regular season numbers.
Damn, he just roasted his ass.
The win is that when you take a good NFL quarterback, of course, the expectation for Aaron Rodgers is way above that.
Damn.
And when he exceeds the performance of a good NFL quarterback, that's not good enough for people because it can't make up for a bad defense and no running game. The point is, Aaron Rodgers isn't the problem. That's the point.
We agree with that. But what you need to stop doing is bringing up Eli Manning. Hold on, let me finish. When you want to conveniently forget the fact that the man missed the playoffs 6 times in the last 7 years.
You want to do an Eli Manning segment right now?
I'm just saying. That's the point.
We could do that.
Later. We're going to get into the MCs later. And during the Packers'
disrespecting them, but 6 times
losing streak, Aaron Rodgers leads the NFL with 12 TD passes. The other lesson of the day: don't talk about other people's families. We move on. Tony Romo is now a fixture on the couch.
Okay, hold up. I want to see him roast. I want to see him roast Donovan McNabb one more time, and then we can get up out of here.
Playing on a much worse team at the moment is doing a little better than Eli Manning, who's 5-0, and everyone would acknowledge is playing a good quarterback.
People don't think of Eli as the same level, so they look at that as a knock.
Yeah.
I know.
I was wondering why you even brought Eli Manning.
Because Eli is an excellent quarterback.
Okay.
He's not?
No.
How many Super Bowl MVPs you got? Why? It's only the most important thing.
Does he make the playoffs? His regular season numbers.
2-time Super Bowl
His regular season numbers don't even.
He plays to win.
All right, that's gonna do it. Damn, Max, you just whoa, Max. I like that. I like that out of you. Whoa. Where did that fire come from? Is he a Giants fan? He has to be a Giants fan. He has to be a Giants fan. That's some inner fire right there. That's, whoa. 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 He just, whoa. Damn, Donovan. Damn, bro. I love Donovan too. Yeah, throwback Eagles with Westbrook and fucking Dawkins. Oh yeah, they were what's up. But damn, he just whoa. Okay, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you do. To your boy Diz, Instagram, comment, all of that cool shit. Damn, Donovan, he just shit, bro. Fucking hell. Need this one. Damn! Who does Barkley? What the fuck? What does he think he is? Get his stuff! Hell no! No. This can't be first try.